talk about the weather, the movies that we've seen, the places that we'd like to go, and everything between. We laugh about the little things, the stories from our day. But somehow the most important words always seem to slip away. There's a conversation living underneath it all. It's the things we don't say that keep me awake at night. The way your eyes hold mine just a second longer than they might. It's the things we don't say, hiding in the silence when we part. All the words we leave unspoken still find their way into my heart. I wonder if you notice the way I hesitate every time we're standing close and it's getting late. There's a feeling in the distance between goodbye and stay, like we're both waiting for someone to finally break away. Maybe we're both careful, maybe we're both afraid. It's the things we don't say that linger in the air, like a song that's softly playing even when it's not there. It's the things we don't say that make it hard to leave, because every quiet moment feels like something I believe. Maybe words would change everything, maybe words would change nothing at all. Maybe what we're feeling already knows the truth, even if we never speak it. It's the things we don't say that tell me what I need to know. The way you stay beside me when it's time to go. It's the things we don't say that make the whole world fade. And if I ever find the courage, maybe nothing will be the same. It's the things we don't say that lead me back to you. Things we don't say are saying everything. The things we don't say mean more than anything. always trusted what I know, the things I can measure and hold. I build my world on steady ground, never letting my guard fall down. I had a reason for every choice, a careful mind, a quiet voice. Then you came in without a sign and changed the way I see my life. I try to find a better answer, but my heart keeps getting louder. When logic fails and all my reasons disappear, when every doubt I had turns into something clear. When logic fails, I stop trying to understand. Some things are not meant to be solved, they're meant to be held in your hands. I counted every possible way to keep my feelings far away, but every road I tried to take led me back to the same place. I told myself it wouldn't last, just another moment passing fast. But every time I hear your voice, I forget I had a choice. Maybe the heart knows something the mind keeps questioning. When logic fails and all my reasons disappear, when every doubt I had turns into something clear. When logic fails, I stop trying to understand. Some things are not meant to be solved, they're meant to be held in your hand. I won't call it destiny, I won't call it a sign, but somewhere between your smile and the silence between our lines, I found something I can't explain, something I don't wanna change. Maybe that's enough. Known people who came like seasons, bright for a moment then gone. Some left promises in the air, some left before the dawn. I never blame them for leaving, that's just how life can be. But you were different somehow, you stayed where you could have been free. No grand gestures, no dramatic scene, just a quiet kind of loyalty. It's the way you stay when the words run out, the way you stay when there's nothing to talk about, the way you stay when the easy road is gone. You make ordinary moments feel like where I belong. don't try to fix every problem. You don't always know what to say, but somehow your presence alone makes the heavy things feel less heavy. And every little thing you do feels honest, feels true, like you're not trying to be someone else. And that's what pulls me close to you. Maybe love is simpler than we think. Maybe it's staying when you could leave. It's the way you stay when the silence fills the room, the way you stay and somehow make it bloom, the way you stay when the world feels out of place. You turn uncertainty into a kind of grace. Maybe that's what love has always been. It's the way you stay through every high and low, the way you stay without needing to let me know, the way you stay when nobody else would do. And every day I'm learning how much that means to me. I've rehearsed this conversation 100 different ways, in the car on empty sidewalks, through 1,000 restless days. Every time I get close to it, I lose the words somehow, so I keep talking around it instead of saying it out loud. You smile and I forget everything I planned to say. Maybe tonight is different. Maybe I can't keep hiding it. What if I told you you're the first thing on my mind when the morning light comes through, and the last thing every night? What if I told you every road leads back somehow to the moment spent with you? Would you stay or walk away now? What if I told you? I've been collecting little memories, like photographs inside my head. The way you laugh at your own jokes, the way you tilt your head, and every ordinary evening feels a little brighter too. I keep finding pieces of my heart hidden inside thoughts of you. Maybe feelings this honest are meant to stay secret. What if I told you I look for you in every crowd? What if I told you you make the quiet feel loud? What if I told you that this has been Maybe this is mine. What if I told you you're the reason I believe that some people arrive exactly when they're needed? What if I told you I've been falling all this time, not all at once, not overnight, just little by little inside? What if I told you the truth I've always known? You're not just someone I care about, you're home. What if I told you, would you take my hand? What if I told you, would you understand? We're sitting at the same small table, talking like we've always known. Every word feels light and easy, but there's something underneath it all. I catch myself watching you when you're looking the other way, like there's a conversation neither of us knows how to say. It's not in what we do, it's in what we don't. There's something in the space between us, something neither one of us can hide. A quiet spark, a slow connection, growing stronger over time. There's something in the space between us, more than simple company. I don't know what it means yet, but it means something to me. City lights are painting shadows across the window and your face, and suddenly the room feels smaller every time you say my name. I keep pretending not to notice the way my heart keeps leaning in, like it already knows the answer before the question even begins. And maybe some things don't arrive loudly, maybe they arrive like this. There's something in the space between us, something neither one of us can hide. A quiet spark, a slow connection, growing stronger over time. There's something in the space between us, more than simple company. I don't know what it means yet, but it means something to me. Maybe it's in every pause, every glance that lasts too long. Maybe it's the way we stay even when the night is gone. Maybe what we're feeling doesn't need a name right now. Maybe that's enough. There's something in in the space between us, and I don't want it to disappear. Every moment draws us closer, every silence makes it clear. Oh, there's something in the space between us, something honest, something true. And if I ever find the words, I think they'll lead to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. The space between us is getting smaller now. The space between us somehow. I've been to places filled with people, voices floating through the night, always searching for a feeling I can never quite describe. Every road led somewhere different, every season came and went, but there was always something missing, a space I couldn't fill yet. Then you sat across from me like it was the most natural thing, and somehow all the noise around us didn't matter anymore. I wasn't looking for an answer, but you felt like one somehow. You feel like home, like a light that's always on, like a place I've known forever, even though we've not been long. You feel like home in ways I can't explain, like finding shelter from the rain without knowing I was cold. You feel like home. Ooh. It's in the way you listen closely when I lose track of what I mean, the way you turn ordinary moments into my favorite memories. I don't have to be somebody else, I don't have to play a part. You make it easy just to be exactly who I am, and that's a rare thing in a world that keeps moving fast. Maybe comfort isn't a place, maybe it's a person. You feel like home, like a song I've always known, like a quiet Sunday morning when there's nowhere else to go. You feel like home, like peace I've never found, the kind that shows up quietly and stays around. You feel like I used to think that home was somewhere waiting at the end of the road. Now I think it's who you're with when you don't feel alone. And I don't feel alone with you. You feel like home, like the answer to a prayer I didn't know that I was saying until you were there. You feel like home, like the missing piece I found. The world keeps turning all around us, but you become my solid ground. You feel like home, and I don't wanna leave. You feel like home. like home. That's where my heart is. I've heard 1,000 promises, seen words come and go. I've learned that what people mean doesn't always show. But there's something in your eyes when they find mine across the room, a quiet kind of honesty that leaves no space for doubt. And every time you smile, the world slows down a little. You don't even know you do it, but you change the way I breathe. It's the way you look at me, like there's nowhere else to be. Like every crowded room disappears when you're standing next to me. It's the way you look at me, like you see what I can't see. And somehow my restless thoughts fall into peace so easily. I used to hide behind my answers, keep my feelings out of sight. But you got a way of finding the truth between the lines. You listen when I hesitate, you stay when words are hard to find. And every little glance you give feels like a hand in mine. Maybe love begins in the smallest things. It's the way you look at me, like my stories matter too. Like every version of myself feels safe with you. It's the way you look at me without asking me to change. And somehow that's enough to make everything feel different. Maybe it's not the words we say, maybe it's not the plans we make. Maybe it's those quiet moments when the heart speaks first, and yours always reaches mine. Oh. Ooh, it's the way you look at me that makes the world feel new. Like every road I walked before was leading me to you. It's the way you look at me that I carry through the day. Long after we've said goodbye, it never fades away. It's the way you look at me, and suddenly I believe. It's the way you look at me, like I've already found everything I've been looking for. The cafe should have closed an hour ago, but but somehow we're still here, talking about the lives we've lived and the roads that brought us here. The city's getting quieter now, the traffic's fading out, but every story that you tell feels like something I need to know about. And I keep hoping the night won't end too soon. The clock keeps moving forward, but I don't want it to. Let's talk until the lights go out, until the streets are empty now, until the stars are all that's left hanging above this town. Let's stay until the lights go out, until tomorrow comes around, 'cause every minute next to you feels like the place I found. We've gone from simple conversations to things we never tell, the dreams we hide from everyone, the fears we know too well. Somewhere in the middle of everything we shared, I realized how much you've become. The reason that I'm here, not for the coffee, not for the view, just for another hour with you. Let's talk until the lights go out, until the night becomes the dawn, until the music stops playing and every chair is gone. Let's stay until the lights go out, like time is on our side, like we don't have to say goodbye to this feeling tonight. Maybe this is how it starts, not with fireworks in the sky, but with two people talking long after midnight, and neither one wants to leave, because leaving means ending this moment. Let's talk until the lights go out, until the morning paints the sky, until the first train starts to move and the city comes alive. Let's stay until the lights go out, and if this night has to end, I'll carry every word you said until I see you again. Let's talk until the lights go out. Till the lights go out, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. I wasn't trying to be lonely, I just got used to being alone. Built a little world around me and learned to call it home. I kept my distance from the maybes, stayed away from anything uncertain. Thought I had every window closed and you walked right through the curtain. I never left a trail to follow, I never left the door unlocked. But you found me anyway, through all the walls I made, past every careful line I drew, past every excuse. You found me anyway, when I had nothing left to say, and somehow in your quiet way You had to chase or hold too tight, but you arrived without a warning and made it all feel light. Now every little conversation stays with me longer than it should, and every ordinary moment feels a little more than good. Maybe the heart knows where to go long before we know. You found me anyway, through all the doubts I kept, past every reason not to fall, past every step I left. You found me anyway, like sunlight through the rain. I didn't know what I was missing until you came. I wasn't looking for forever, I wasn't waiting for a sign, but somewhere between your smile and the way you say my name, something changed, and I don't wanna change it back. You found me anyway, when I was hiding in plain sight, past every fear I couldn't face. You brought me back to life. You found me anyway, and now the world feels new. I spent so long protecting my heart just to give it all to you. You found me anyway, through every road I took. You found me anyway, and now I'm looking at you. I got used to empty evenings and conversations with myself. A cup of coffee, a worn out book, sitting quietly on the shelf. I never thought I needed more than the life I knew by heart. Then you showed up without a sound and somehow changed every part. You didn't ask me to believe, you just stayed long enough to see. It's the way you changed the quiet without trying to at all, like sunlight through a window on a slow and sleepy wall. It's the way you changed the quiet, now the silence feels alive. I didn't know what I was missing till you walked into my life. I still remember rainy afternoons, watching people passing by. You laugh at something small I said, and suddenly the time would fly. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, no fireworks in the sky, just little moments growing roots before I realized why. Some things don't arrive with a sign, they simply happen over time. It's the way you change the quiet without trying to at all, like sunlight through a window on a slow and sleepy wall. It's the way you change the quiet, now the silence feels alive. I didn't know what I was missing till you walked into my life. Then you turned ordinary days into something I look forward to. Who knew? It's the way you changed the quiet without trying to at all. Like sunlight through a window on a slow and sleepy wall. It's the way you changed the quiet. Now the silence feels alive. I didn't know what I was missing till you walked into my life. And if you asked me what it was, I couldn't tell you why. Just the way you changed the quiet and changed my mind. Ooh, the way you changed the quiet